it's Beelzemon here. Subscribe to Dimsy's Domain for the best Digimon content!
Our journey with Digimon Adventure 2020 is slowly coming to an end. The show had its ups and downs, which in itself is a big video for a later date, but here in this video, I want to talk about Negamon in a classic Dimsy's Domain style theory video. We had plenty of theory videos over the years, some have even come true, such as the Patamon and Devimon revelation when Magnamon made his debut in Digimon Adventure 2020. Plus, it's always fun to speculate what could happen. So let's have fun with this theory video and don't take it too seriously. One of our regular commenters, Zo Jirushi, pointed out that the 8 crest tablets just disappeared without a trace. Now, what could have happened is maybe because the crests have been fully utilized, now with the Digidestined using the power of the crests to digivolve their partners into Mega, which means there may not be a need for the crest tablets anymore. This could be one, or it could be the case where the forces of darkness may have just stolen the tablets to try and revitalize their own dark crests and embed them into the tablets. Who knows, there could be a lot that happened, but why were the crests frozen in stone in the first place? There have always been Digidestined teams. There would have been a team before Tai's team, and there will be Digidestined teams after the current group. Anja Woman stated in the latest Digimon 2020 episode that both light and darkness have to coexist. You can see that being symbolized within Magna Angemon, with him having Devimon's left arm. It's one of the themes of Digimon. Good cannot exist without evil, and vice versa. When there is evil such as Millenniumon, the angels will have an answer in the forms of Goddramon and Magnadramon. When Zed Millenniumon made his entrance, War Greymon and the digital world itself stood up and beat Zed Millenniumon. As we have seen the flashbacks of the Great Digimon War, there must have been epic battles and wars even before the Great Digimon War. The Digimon are always being reborn after being killed, which means that the memories of the previous life dies with them. However, we have seen examples of Digimon remembering short glimpses of their previous life, such as Were Garurumon and his battle in the forest when he digivolved to Crest Garurumon. So it is a possibility that these Digimon have been in battles before the Great Digimon War, but just can't remember, as they had probably died and were reborn without those memories. Now, why do I say that there have been wars before the Great War? It's because I believe that the original Digidestined were involved with the digital world and the Digimon long before the Great War. They were the ones in possession of the crests the first time. It could even be a possibility that the crests were in the form of pendants, just like the original show. However, they failed whatever they were prophesied to do in their time, which is why the crests turned into stone until the Digidestined, who were worthy enough to inherit the power of the crests, which is Tai and his crew, came in and released the crests from the stone. Do you guys remember Apocalymon? How he was born out of the Digimon who failed to digivolve, and that negative energy formed Apocalymon? Well, if the original Digidestined failed to live up to the prophecy of that time, as well as their partner Digimon failing to beat the big evil boss of that period, this will naturally cause a negative manifestation. The digital world is a world of magic as well as technology. If you have enough desire and resolve, you can do anything in the digital world. Look at how the Digimon have become so strong, and look at the impossible scenarios that the Digidestined have survived. Kari, for example, she was in another dimension by herself and still managed to survive and save Gatomon. But you can easily flip it as well, where Tai was becoming evil with his dark thoughts, almost turning Metal Greymon into Machine Dramon when they were facing against Don Devimon. Point being, when the Digidestined are in high emotional state, whether they are in a positive mind frame or being controlled by the powers of darkness, in that state, great power is released and will take form in Digimon 2020. It has taken the form of their Digimon to a higher level, as they are the heroes that are trying to save the digital world. But if the original Digidestined ended up failing their mission, can you imagine the negative energy being released through the failure and the failure of their Digimon? Apocalymon was made out of failure. Negamon, the ultimate evil, will also have been created out of failure. Millenniumon was created through a fusion of Chimeramon and Machine Dramon. Negamon could possibly be created through all the original Digidestined partner Digimon, but all of them fused in a dark digivolved state. So instead of doing the normal DNA digivolution, all of the original partner Digimon did a dark DNA digivolution, forming Negamon. At the beginning of the series, we had Tai and his team travel through various areas and find stone tablets prophesizing the Digidestined. But the prophecy tablets are not specific. There could have been so many groups of kids being transported to the digital world over the years, but none of them could make it as the true chosen children, which is why the crests remained sealed in their tablets. Or it could also be that there were no groups after the original Digidestined, and Tai and his team are the first group straight after the failures of the original Digidestined. The fact that there are prophecy tablets in the first place tells you that there must have been groups before Tai and his team, but they were not the true chosen children. They have teased Agumon turning heel throughout the Devimon arc. How fitting would it be for the partner Digimon to face off against Negamon, the creation and fusion of the original partner Digimon, which fits narratively and symbolically with the philosophy of you can't have good without evil that the show has been telling us. Also, having Negamon be the negative manifestation of the original partner Digimon through the failure of the original Digidestined is also a callback to the original series, with Apocalymon being the final villain of the original series, who was also the creation of failed Digivolution. If Negamon will be the final villain in this context, it will be the perfect callback to Apocalymon. I know the theory is really out there and most likely it won't happen, but you can see where I'm coming from with this theory, and let me know if you don't see where I'm coming from down in the comments below. And what do you guys think? Do you guys have your own theories on Negamon? Let me know. And like I always say, care for nothing.